Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing okay. So this is more like a general, like a request list to like the ETF issuers in general. So far, there's been two ETFs that I've been keeping my eye on, and I hope like ETF issuers would continue to work on products like this. So sometimes we can't have like nice things in the high yield space. Sometimes not all of the option-based ETFs have been performing up to expectations. But there's two that I think could have a potentially good future. But it really depends on how these ETF issuers execute. So first, I want to say good job to Roundhill on this idea for the QDTE and the XDTE. So far, these weekly payouts, I think they're pretty pretty convenient for some folks. I mean, it's not perfect because the the payouts on a week to week basis will fluctuate. But so far, just looking at from a 10,000 foot view, the data as of June 10th, the price return was about a loss of 46 basis points, just on like the shares. So that's not that big of a deal, especially like during around like the summer months. It gets kind of boring, and then also like these funds have only been around for like a few months, and so far the distribution is 4.15%. So the total return is about 3.69%. And the second good idea that I think could be helpful for certain sectors of the high yield community. I think the SPY T so far, but again, it's been only out for a few months, so hopefully they can continue this level of performance. But it would be great to see this on a full year and multiple year basis in the future. Unfortunately, the price return so far has been negative 1.10%, but the distribution is a little bit higher than Roundhill at 4.96%. So you have a total return of 3.86%, and hopefully they can kind of like stay true to like their 20% target per year. And then I'm hoping like at some point Defiance will also release like the triple Q and the Russell small cap version of this. And then I thought, like, why not have both? Like, if you can pay out like a stable, almost stable value, and then also have like a, a weekly distribution, I think that'd be really helpful for retirees, and then also for folks that would want to try to have something as like a maybe like a side hustle to also kind of help out with the bills and things like that and expenses. So so first it'll be good for like the high yield space in general, and then for whoever decides to release this in the future, I think like that ETF issuer would have more assets under management, so it's kind of a win-win situation. Whoever comes out with this first will probably get to charge higher rate, and then as more and more entrants come in, and hopefully like the expense ratio across the board will come down to like a more reasonable level. So that's what I'm hoping for. But of course, it's not all good news. There's still a little bit of like nav and tourist erosions that happen even with like the Roundhill weeklies and the Spy T. So far, they're doing a good job in terms of decreasing some of the negative effects. So but you can't tell with like some of the tourists. Sometimes they just pile in at like random times, and sometimes these things trade at a premium. So of course, as usual, please watch out for that. I think what could help, maybe if they roll out like inverse option ETFs, something similar to CRSH, but for like more like a broad based. I think that might be helpful in the future as well. But I'm thinking like YieldMax and Defiance, since they're pretty good at creating new products and kind of like rolling them out on a fairly quick basis. But it's like an open field for everybody. So I'm looking forward to like the themes ETFs, and then also the granite shares, just to kind of see like what could happen. And then maybe if some of their funds get a little too crazy, hopefully they'll release something that's like a little bit more conservative. I think that could be helpful for the space in general. So that's just my 2 cents. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Super thanks are also greatly appreciated. So thank you for watching. I hope people make some good money out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.